Magical Garden, reaching for the stars. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Guys, I have been cleaning and scrubbing my apartment, and I have to say, I am feeling so good. You know, when you have accomplished, I have accomplished, and I am just finishing off my coffee. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Honestly, it's shy from 2 o'clock, and I'm just now having my first cup of coffee. Well, actually, my only cup of coffee because I only have 1 cup a day. And I just finished writing in my journal as well, guys. You always know I'm always talking about manifesting and writing and just professing the things that we truly desire in our lives. And I always have to remind myself of that as well. So I just finished writing and looking at the charts because I used to do the Astro Live, weekly Astro Live forecast, and now I do a month ahead Astro Live, which is on my blog, and it's elizabethmagicalgarden.com. All the information will be down below, so be sure to check that out. It goes live every single Thursday, okay? So once a month, I definitely harness in and I do a deep dive of the energy that is going to be current in the upcoming month ahead. So there's already one for October, so be sure to check that out. And also hit me up on Instagram because you already know it's popping over there. We have Benji on my lap right now. Technically, he's actually keeping my lap a little warm. Let's just be honest, okay? And I'm just like vibing right now. I just took a beautiful shower, you know, cleaned up, and other than just me starting my day in terms of having my coffee, because the day don't start for me until I have the coffee, okay? I was looking at the charts, like I said, and we are in the middle of a lot of retrogrades as I speak. Like right now, we have currently about nine retrogrades, and it's a lot. It's a lot going on. We are in Libra season. Shout out to all my Libras out there, which prompt me to do this new moon in Libra reading for you guys. And what I am going to be using is the Halloween Oracle deck. This deck, guys, this deck gives me life, okay? I save it literally for this season. I save it for the month of October. You know, it's just an oldie but goodie, but I love this particular deck. I just took it out and I just literally started using it October 1st, and it's my vibe for this month, okay? So I'm going to pull a card or two. Let's see what the vibes is for this new, guys, okay? Let's see what the vibes is for this new moon in Libra energy. So the first one, three of them came up. Okay, so the first card that came up is Dawn, the light after the darkness. The light after the darkness. So that's number one. Number two is Apple, risk and reward. Okay, and last but not least is the owl, wise seeing, wise action. So that is very interesting, guys, right? First of all, let's just talk about this owl, this bird energy, and we are in the season of Libra as we stand. Libras are air signs, and it's just a lot, like, especially with this the light after the darkness. I don't know about you guys, these last couple of weeks was like really something for me, and I know I'm not alone in that, but it was just like really crazy. I had a lot of things happening personally that I had to deal with, and nothing like, well, I don't want to say crazy, it depends. crazy, crazy, not crazy. Salvageable, I would say. But definitely, when we come across, things, it's hard to actually feel like things will actually get better. Sometimes I know for me, I would say, I want to say 90%, but most of the times, right? I I can now just, not just, but like allow myself to go through knowing that this is me going through, and there is going to be something really great waiting for me ahead. I profess it in my life. I feel it. I allow myself to taste it. I allow myself to receive it. Like I just said, I just finished writing my journal, and then there were certain prompts that I wanted to really harness and really steadfast within my life. So I took, yes, my trusty Sharpie. I used the red one. Today, as it stands that I'm making this video, the moon is in Leo, okay, and it's Saturday, okay, Saturn day, which is a fire sign. So I found it to be appropriate to use the red Sharpie, right? One can say that these things are makeshift things that, you're just putting together. Just, I feel like this: you do what you believe in, you bring in that energy the way you see fit. For me, I'm all about the cleansing. I just did a deep dive within my home. I cleansed, I cleaned, I cleared out, I got rid of some things that no longer serve me. Guys, shoes, like, who's wearing that? Who's wearing those heels? Excuse me, not me. Well, I kept some, you already know, but there was just a lot of things that was just holding on clutter, that wasn't allowing the things that I got previously to set into that space. So I got rid of them. The light after the darkness is allowing yourself to know that I'm receiving this beautiful energy that is here for me, that was always here for me, even in the midst of the darkness. And now that we are in the fall season, we're going into a slumber. This is the time where you want to like get cozy. I just put, I don't, it's so funny. Like, I want to like, I want to say that I decorate, but I just take out a couple of things every year for Halloween, Samhain season, and place it around my home. Because to be honest, if I have to be completely honest, like, if it's a vibe for Halloween, I pretty much keep certain things around me every single year. That's just me, I work with different type of things, and I love skulls. I just love certain decor. So it's not like, oh my God, it's Halloween, so I gotta go take out all the stuff. Now there's some knickknacks here and there that I really save just for these moments. So I did, discreetly place strategically some things around my home that remind me that there is a shift in energy, right? So then the next card we have, which is Apple, risk and reward. This really gives me life right here, because again, with this season being abreast, at bay, we're in Libra season, we're in the dark moon. As you see this particular video, there is a reward when you do take a risk, and risks are scary. We don't know exactly how things is going to go. I just told you, it's about professing the things into your life, professing the energy that you want to receive in your life, because we don't know. The whole thing, if you heard anything, it's probably my cat. Oh yeah, I have a cat, guys. Her name is Luna. Freaked me out. I'm still getting used to her, because like, cats are different. They like to jump around and stuff like that, and I don't know what's going on in here, but we just gonna make it vibe, right? Guys, it's a zoo in here, literally, but we love every minute of it. With this risk taking, okay, and you know what? yeah, so I have a cat. Her name is Luna. I don't know where she is right now, but she's somewhere in the mist. That was not a foreseen. Hey, Papash. That was not a foreseen situation that I knew that I was gonna get a cat. But here she is. She has entered our lives, and she is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful being that the divine has blessed my home, has blessed me with. I'm still getting used to her particular energy because, dogs have a different type of energy. And I have always said, oh, I'm a dog person and everything. But honestly, I just love animals, period. I just love to have plants, and I just love to have life around me at all times. And having a cat is a totally different energy because cats are, in Egyptian culture, they were revered. They were creatures of the, I want to say, the astral plane. They're able to see both sides of the fence, both sides of the world. They can see here and they can see there, right? So the Egyptians used to worship them, and then of course they protect you. They protect your home. They come with such a force. Living in New York City, they keep down the vermin, okay, and just so much more that you get from them. And I'm constantly being challenged in just a little space that she's here of myself, having to take a risk, having to let go. You know, you don't tell a cat, well, you can, we're coexisting. You coexist with a cat. You don't tell it, you can't like confine a cat to just one area where you, as a dog, you can say, okay, this is your compartment, and pretty much kind of like, no, not kind of, you can gauge them in one area, whereas a cat, they have to roam. That's what they do. That's their predators. They move about. They just, it's just so beautiful to see her. She's still, when she climbs up, it's a vibe of its own. But there was a risk there because I am a very sure-footed person, and I don't like things to infringe on me. And when you have a cat, like, she'll walking over you, she just doing all type of stuff and everything. But the love that she has is so beautiful. And it's so funny. I'm saying the love, and then we have this apple that is dripping blood, and it has a heart, because a lot of times we have to come from a place of love and pain. There's a certain type of energy that comes from the unknown, not understanding the full sight and seeing where you're going, but trusting that the energy before you definitely will take you through. Libras are all about, not all about, but one of the main things that they're known about is justice, uh, balance, creating that balance in your life. And a lot of times, creating that balance, releasing things, enabling the things that you don't see to come in your life, trusting that you are spiritually guided, which leads me to our last but not least third card, which is the owl, seeing wise action, right? Seeing with your, not with your eyes, but your mind's eyes, seeing, knowing, connecting with spirit, understanding that where you're guided and the new things that enter your life are supposed to be there. Another thing that's coming up for me is order. I don't know why, but order. I'm getting, you know what? I think it's because I'm feeling it's because of the Libra. Libras are very, it's funny because they strive to have balance. A lot of times, if you know any type of Libra, when they don't have that sense of balance, they can really be, no puns intended, knocked off their, not, no pun intended, but knocked off their rocker, so to speak. Because that sense of balance, that sense of ability to create and be divine. Libras, when you see any Libra I've seen, has always been attractive in one way or another. It's just something about a Libra that shines. Something about that smile. A Libra could look at you and just like, they just do it, right? And there's always more than meets the eye with a Libra as well, but they have an ability to be extremely diplomatic, making everybody feel comfortable around them. That is a sense. That's what I'm getting. Comfortable, balance, and darkness. Being comfortable in the dark. Being comfortable in that gaze. Allowing yourself to fly through the darkness, coast through the darkness. Another thing, owls, they strive in the dark. They are nocturnal creatures. They can see in the dark. They can see. This is where they sleep in the day and they move at night, and they're able to attack their prey at night. So when you allow yourself to be in the slumber, right? Allow yourself to be in a slumber in this new moon energy and meditate from within, understanding that your gifts are already set forth for you. You have the ability to create within your slumber time. There's a reason why we have different seasons. There's a reason why, 1 minute, it's not 1 minute, but we go from the summer, spring, fall, winter, right? It's an energy that needs to constantly shift. So especially with all these retrogrades, I remember saying this, and check out my podcast. It's Elizabeth Magical Garden. Okay, guys, stop playing. Okay, it goes live every single Thursday, as well as my blog post. Okay, 2 for the price of 1. Stop. Okay. I was saying this in episode, if I'm not mistaken, 73, that I really had to let go of not moving fast. A lot of times, and I know it's like so crazy because you would think that we go through this every season, we'll get used to this, but we just get caught up, and I'm no different from that. And when I started feeling myself getting like slower, moving into this slumber part of the season, I was like, what's going on? Like, I got things to do. Why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling sluggish? Well, it's because it's another type of energy that's required to bring in my blessings, right? It's another type of season that is coming about that I need to prepare for and have a different type of energy. Because here's the thing: if you're always moving fast and you're never allowing yourself to create the balance again, Libra energy, create that balance in your life where it's like, okay, I have my moments when I'm moving fast, moving forward, but then I have those moments when I'm moving slow, I'm going inward. You're not going to be able to sustain the very things that comes about with those blessings. And I hate to say it, good things don't always come first. There is a sacrifice. Dare I say, there's a sacrifice that has to be made. Blood has to be poured. And I'm not saying in the sense of real blood. I hope not. Right? But through pain, I truly believe comes immense blessings. Through, so funny. I'm looking at this and I'm just noticing that there is, what kind of flower is that? Leave a comment down below. What kind of flower is that? Is that an orchid? It seems like, right, guys. I'm trying to give y'all a good. I believe that's an orchid. That's an orchid connected. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. An orchid connected to. You see how that just went? You see, I can't make this up. An orchid connected to. So it just goes into basically what I was saying, which is through the pain, there is always a blessing. You're never going to go through anything in life for nothing. Never think that the work that you do behind the scenes that no one else is seeing is going to waste. It never goes to waste. Energy is watching. You are always being looked after. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to walk in this life alone. You may feel like you're alone at times, but you're not. Your energy and the love that you are spewing out in this world is duly noted. But a lot of times we also have to walk walk within the dark of knowing that the light is always guiding us even within the tunnels, right? So that's what I have for you guys for this new moon in Libra. Create this balance in your life. I would even go as far as to say, write it down, write the things that you want to release, and write the things that you are looking towards to receiving, and then professing, and seeing how those two things correlate with one another, and how can you release the energy that will actually bring you more abundance in your life in the very spaces that you see fit. And only you can answer that. Guys, I love you so much. You already know. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you be notified every time your girl upload a video of some sort. Okay, these are vibes I'm giving you. Again, be sure to check out my blog. It goes live every single Thursday at Elizabeth Magical Garden, as well as my podcast goes live every single Thursday, 2 for the price of 1. Okay, stay tuned. All the information will be down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting me on any state and form that you see fit, even if it's just looking at this video, liking, just being here in general. Honestly, that's just a vibe for me. I just appreciate that, to be honest. I just feel so honored. Guys, I love you. Have a blessed and prosperous evening or day or morning. But most importantly, I pray that this video finds you in great and lovely spirits, and I'll definitely speak to you soon.